but also in front of the camera. It's quite a bit of pressure actually. That is on the racecourse. So everybody, I'd like to introduce you to Savvy, my little border terrier. Tell you what's interesting about it was, whilst filming, is, I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little bit nervous.
Hey golf fans, TheGeordieGolfer here. This is my first course vlog. We're playing at my home course, the Northumberland Golf Club. We're going to play the park course, which is the championship course minus 4 holes, which are replaced with 4 winter holes. We're going to do the front nine only, which measures 3,125 yards, par 35. My target is to be level par or better. Now, although this one isn't a qualifying round, I am hoping to hit the season running, let's say, because my handicap did go up last season to 1.3. So I really want to try and get this back to scratch. So this is kind of a taster of how things are to go. Unfortunately, I do have an issue with the microphone, and therefore some of the wind noise is a little annoying. I've tried to heavily edit that out, so please bear that in mind. Anyway, let's get stuck in. The first hole is a par 4, plays downhill then up the other side. It's quite short, just over 300 yards as the crow flies, so it's really good chance to try and knock a driver close. Ripped. So this is a short par 4 for the first. Got a decent drive here. Got 33 left of the pin. Preferred lies on still. It's a little nudge up there. It's faded off a little bit. Wind off to the left. Didn't really play for that wind there, but not the greatest approach shot, but to be fair, decent chance for birdie. Oh, it's fresh. Turn in, did after the hole. Tap in 4 to start. On to the next. The second hole is actually the stroke 2 of the championship course, so it's a tough par 4 this one. Naughty little bunker in the middle of the fairway on 277 yards. The hole plays 227, so a good drive. Missing that bunker is critical here. Do it. So this is the middle of the second hole. That naughty bunker right in the middle of the fairway. Some people have feelings about those sorts of traps, but it makes you think on a tee. 113 yards left in here. It's hit a little bit off the left. Good number for gap wedge, but I was going to hit a pitching wedge and let it fade in off the left. Little punchy one. Cut. Could be alright, that. Nice shot in the end. Over. Oh, it bobbled around a bit, that looked good halfway there. Not wrong with the putt. Had terrible rain here recently. Loads of places in the UK have had absolutely loads of rain, and the greens are recovering, but they're very bobbly. So we level par through 2 holes. We're now on to the par 5 third. This one plays 490 yards. You've got fairway bunkers which move from left to right, across and further down the fairway. So ideally a drive that favours the right side allows you to get further down. However, in the winter conditions it's wet and the ball's not running out too much.
Nice strike, just hit it a bit further left than I wanted.
So, this is the very first course vlog. Got my little mascot with us here. Unfortunately, on the first hole, the camera blew over and the adapter that goes in the telephone snapped. So that was a good start to my first on-course vlog. But anyway, here we are. So, I'll have to do a voiceover at some point on this. Might have already started doing it by this stage. What I would like to know from the viewing public is this what people want to see? Would you prefer to see me out on the golf course hitting balls playing real golf? Obviously the weather's been terrible recently, so this has been the first opportunity. But I'd like to know if you prefer to see that kind of stuff.
Just missed the fairway on the left here. Not sitting particularly well. Got 220 at the pin. However, I can't get a 2-iron or a 3-wood at that, so I'm just going to knock a 5-iron down there. Favour the left side of the fairway for the pin. Came out right on us. That's okay, not ideal for the pin.
So everybody, I'd like to introduce you to Savvy, my little border terrier. He loves coming on the golf course with us. I tell you what, it's bloody freezing cold. It's like the 9th of March I think it might be today. It's rather chilly. It was nice to be out here because we tipped it down, it was soaking wet. Not enjoyable. Oh, actually it's been closed quite a lot. So the course is looking fairly decent for this, since the bad weather that we've had. Anyway, here we are. Just kept it on the fairway from that layup.
So we've got 78 yards. Not one close. Get out, get down. I thought it was longer than that, got stalled. That wasn't too bad. It went up a little bit high on us, slightly floatier than I would normally have played that shot. But again, got another look at a birdie. Never. The last 2 birdie putts have been in all day, but not.
So on to hole 4, we should have had one of those putts drop, I feel, but not to worry. Still level par. So this is the first of 4 winter holes. This is playing quite tough, this one, and it is 382 to the green. There's a big tree on the right hand side you can see there, which needs to ideally be avoided.
That was leaped to the right. So this isn't ideal. You can just see the pin to the right of that tree. Not a good tee shot to be on the right hand side here, to be fair. So we've got 126. I'm trying to throw up high wedge. Take a bit of distance off it. Get it over that tree. It's certainly high. Yeah, hit that too hard. Finish at the back of the green. Yeah, that was a tough shot. I think I got a bit of flyer, to be honest. But yeah, at the Northumberland Golf Club, this is my home club. It's kind of known as the park around here. It's actually on the inside of a racecourse, Newcastle racecourse. And in the winter, there's 4 winter holes, just to take away from some of the other holes that get a little bit too wet this winter to actually play. Quite decent holes, but except one par 3 that I absolutely despise. I'll show you that soon. But yeah, got a bit of a flyer there. Finish at the back of the green. 2 putts and get out of here, hopefully. Steady. Not a bad 4.
On to hole 5, still level par. This one goes right along the edge of the race course here. Really short par 4 this one, it's only 283, but again in the winter, very, very wet. The ground's heavy and it's slightly uphill towards the pin, so it's not really drivable today.
That is on the race course. I wasn't sure I was going to come out of that. Bad from the hill. Get out of here with a 4. So at the risk of being unpopular at the club, this is a 220 yard par 3. The green's just on the other side of those trees. So to play this hole, you've got to hit something that goes 220 over the top of those trees and come down with quite a high ball flight. Feel free to put in the comments if you think this is a well-designed golf hole.
So on to hole 6, still level par. As I've just described, not my favourite hole, this one. You can see even on the GPS that it actually thinks it's a dog legs. It thinks it's a par 4, it's actually a par 3, playing 203 yards.
Didn't see that down. Walking down this treacherous par 3. I think my 4-iron clipped in branches, so I've come up short. So we've got to get a par the hard way this time. Oh Lord. You know what it is? Pictured that perfectly. Pitching about 4 or 5 foot short, spinning, just checking next to the pin. Well, damage limitation. Gotta be happy with that. Take a 4 there, to be fair.
So on to hole 7 and our first drop shot there, so that takes us to 1 over par. Good par 4 this one, pretty much straight down, slight dog leg to the left, plays 390 yards right into the teeth of a very cold winter day, so it'll be a good result to get a par here.
Not getting through it, not turning.
Tell you what's interesting about hitting balls whilst filming is, I'm not going to lie, I feel a little bit nervous. The thought of myself out there showing the strengths and weaknesses of my game, and obviously because I have been working on some swing changes, some things I'm trying to work and bring into my game, and when you come on the course, it makes sense that I become target orientated, which is what you should be, but I kind of forget about the things that I've been working on. So for example, on my last two drives, I've leaked those ones off to the right because I haven't sort of transferred my weight and rotated through. So there's little things like that. It's quite tough, but also in front of the camera, there's quite a bit of pressure actually.
Pushing it 6-8 straight in the wind. Ooh, that could be good. Well, another chance for a birdie and try and get that one back. Putting's good, but the greens aren't kind.
Already missed another birdie there, so still remaining one over. And we're now back onto the championship course. This would normally be the summer 4th hole, par 5 usually, but playing as a par 4 in the winter, so it's an absolute brutal stroke 1 straight in the teeth of the wind.
Tough par 4 actually when it plays in the winter. Turn. Get that rotation happening here.
Alright son, good lad. So, walking down the 8th, 6 pars, 1 bogey. I tell you what, that bogey on the par 3, first of all, it's like I said before, it's not a very good hole, but regardless, you still got to play it. And it's funny because I really enjoyed chipping. And when you duff a chip shot like that, you've got to just laugh, to be honest. Because it happens to everyone. But I've got to say, that's probably the most frustrating shot for me in golf. Yeah, you can hit a loose drive and all that kind of stuff, but let's be honest, you're swinging the club at 100 miles an hour. Something potentially will go wrong. There's a little chip shot like that. It's a little bit like missing a little tap in, isn't it?
So that's the flag there, you can see just popping over the top. It's 226 yards away. I just had to take a drop because my ball was plugged. 226 yards playing straight into the wind. The cold wind at that. Wow, that could be nice.
This hole in the winter, to run myself over that trolley, this hole in the winter is really tough. I mean, the wind's biting cold today, and I was hitting that straight into the wind, 226 yards with 3 wood. To be fair, I absolutely ripped it. It looks quite good from where I am here. I mentioned before, if you guys want to see this, please hit that like button. If this is the sort of thing that you want to see. I personally do watch a lot of golf on YouTube. I genuinely enjoy it. I quite like the raw kind of viewing of it. Just seeing people play well, seeing people struggle the same as everybody else. So if this is sort of stuff you like, give me a little bit of feedback, let me know. I am about to putt for another birdie here. The last that I'm playing today is the 9th, it's a par 3. We'll see where we end up. Can we get about level?
Hit it, hit it. Take a 4 every day on here. Drive a 3-wood. That's playing along. Gotta be hot with a par on there, to be fair. That 3-wood was hitting mint and it was still short the pin. That was playing so tough and so long today. So, par 3 to finish. Last chance to get that birdie from that sloppy par 3 earlier. Let's see if we can get it done. It's the pin today. It's tucked just the right, you can see there, just on the other side of that bunker.
On to hole 9 now, our last hole for today. Still 1 over par, looking for a birdie here to see if we can get back to level. Nice par 3 this, 162 yards. Normally the summer course, hole 5.
Just going to hit this one. Start at the middle of the green, just try and cut it onto the pin or hold it up at the wind, one of the two. Well, I've got a chance for a birdie.
Sit. There he is. Isn't he lush?
He loves coming on the golf course. Do it. Get. Oh, you're joking. I've been done. Today, these greens have done me over. Well, if you enjoyed that, please like and subscribe, guys. And please leave a comment as to whether this is the sort of stuff that you want to see. Can't believe that. Can't believe that.